the Tully Dio Show, episode 336. We are the gentlemen known as the Outlaws of Rock.
Here it is. You
Theo and Matt.
What's
right
up,
here.
son of a bitches?
Sons of bees.
Yeah.
Got a great show, great set list. We got an interview with Arta from Quinn the Brain.
Quinn the Brain.
Sweet band out of Texas, as you would say.
Texas.
I like Texas, man. You know what?
Have you ever
when
been
I was
to
driving cross country, I've said this before. When I was driving cross country,
Yeah.
the best time I had was when we stopped in Texas.
Really?
Everybody was so friendly, and we got drunk in Texas.
If you're not getting drunk in Texas, what are you doing?
I don't know. And everybody was like, there was no judging. They were just like, yeah, well, we're getting drunk too, bud. Like, they just wanted to be friends. They loved that we were from Detroit. They thought that was just insane.
It's pretty
Like,
cool.
it was great.
I'm from Detroit.
It was great.
You know, you got a bunch of rednecks watching RoboCop going like, this guy's from Detroit? Yeehaw!
Seriously, they're like, do you know RoboCop? No. I don't know him. I mean, I've seen him in passing.
You know the ICP, though.
Yeah, totally.
Uncle Cracker, you know what's up.
I did meet all those guys, too.
Dude, that's what's up. Detroit.
Uncle Cracker, Kid Rock, ICP. All nice. All extremely nice dudes.
They seem like mensches, you know.
You just, you know, like, I've met people out here that are famous and they were dicks. And I'm telling you, those four guys, they're political shit, whatever. I don't know, like Kid Rock, he's pulling a Ted Nugent. I don't know what he's doing. That's his thing. He should just stay out of it. But as just regular people, they're all very nice.
Yeah, they seem like they're just humble guys, you know, who went through a lot of shit in their life, and they're rich and famous. And
Uncle Cracker was super nice.
Seemed like a really nice guy.
Because it was right before the tour for Baw with a Baw.
Get the fuck, the Devil
Without a Cause or whatever tour.
Yeah.
Right. I don't even know. Is that what it was called? It might have been.
I think so. The Devil Without a Cause tour. So,
yeah, because that was the name of the album. But like, so he was like probably just absolutely stoked that he was going out on tour for this album that was exploding. And he bought a gold Vestex mixer.
Wow.
It was like the best mixer we had. It was like a gold front, 2-channel, may have been a 4-channel, but it was like, dude, like if you're a lot of musicians and listen to the show, like that's probably the majority of the people who listen to it. Butter. I've never felt a smoother slide on the pot on that thing. Was like butter. Like you could flick it, like, and it would slide. Like it was so smooth. I don't know what they did underneath to make it so smooth.
Actual butter.
Honest to God, it felt like, and it was like just super expensive, but you know, he made it.
How much with inflation? How much?
I think for like that. Oh geez, I don't even know now. That's a good point. I think it was I think it was like $1,000. Oh
shit. Okay. So he had that tour money. He was like, let's spend some good shit.
Yeah. He might've, and I don't know. We'd have to ask him. He might have bought 2 limited edition black Techniques 1200s at that time too, but maybe not. But I just remember he was interested in them because they were amazing, and I regret not buying one. But
yeah, that's what's. I mean, look, it's okay. I mean, Uncle Cracker, he got the tour money back then.
Mad tour money, Mad Devil Without a Cause tour money.
Mm-hmm.
None of those guys are from Texas.
None of those guys are from Texas.
Not one of them.
They claim they're Southern. You notice
that? No, they just act that. Well, because that's the thing. Like Michigan, though, there's a lot of people in Michigan who they chill with that. They like mudding, and they like doing all that Texas shit for sure.
Upstate New York is the same way.
Yeah.
Very, I'm not going to say any political parties, but you know what I mean. It's very guns and love for my country.
Guns and doing donuts, man.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
Smash
Have at it.
We didn't talk about that, but no, I'm saying they love smash burgers. It's weird.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that later. Word 66. Tonight is the night. The Metal Birds, Vicious Circle. Right now, it's episode 336, and you're listening to the Tully Dio Show with the Outlaws of Rock.
tell you that it's okay, and everybody sings. It's time to take that vow and let the Holy Spirit in. You think it's too late to change or win this fight. It's time to make a choice, my friend, 'cause tonight is the night. You think it's too late to change or win this fight. It's time to make a choice, my friend, 'cause tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night.
Metal Birds, Word 66. Oh, wait. Yeah, that was the two. The Metal Birds, Vicious Circle, Word 66 with Tonight is the Night. Soundman Kills with Cold. We played Soundman Kills. The Chris.
Yeah.
She sends us, that's one of her clients.
Yep.
Is that the right word? Talent. Soundman Kills. She sent us a couple from them. Absolutely phenomenal, fun, heavy, great music. The song's called Cold. And then a prog rock track, Blue Rats from Miltosmarathon. Amazing guitar. It's straight prog rock. It's just check it out. It's the type of stuff you hear when the Outlaws of Rock go digging around.
What's your
and finding the
nasty-
sick shit that you're not going to hear anywhere else.
6 studs there, bud. Some 6
We're
studs.
trying to give you the stuff that you were not going to hear. That's what we're trying to do. We want to flip your wig with this shit.
Yeah.
Flip it.
Flip. Yeah. I don't know. What does that mean? Flip. Oh, like.
Yeah, like you got a
make
wig
your
on
mind
it. Sure, like
go
a
crazy.
cartoon.
Makes you want to go nuts. Right.
Makes you want to just like you're so excited about it, your wig flips around.
Oh, I like that. All right.
So the hair is on top of your head.
Well, I could fit a wig on this motherfucker.
You totally could. You'd look
Yeah.
good in a wig right now, bro. You could wear all sorts of crazy shit. You got the straight bald hair.
China doll. Am I allowed to say that? Is that racist? China doll wig? China. You can't say that anymore. Okay, well, it's fine.
No,
Sorry.
I think you can.
I
They were
can.
describing those specific things.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all great. I don't understand anymore.
You can't
So
say anything.
I just hope that whoever I accidentally offend with no intent whatsoever explains to me what I did wrong and doesn't just get pissed first.
If I say fuck right now, I could be sexually harassing you because that's the
You
term.
could be. If I was offended by you saying fuck, it could be offending. And that's the thing about this show. That's why we're underground show is, Dick Clark never said fuck.
No,
Not on camera.
not on camera. Okay.
You're right. I think off
mean-
camera, he probably just blew motherfuckers out. He was probably like, God, where the fuck is my, just like throwing his styrofoam coffee cup on the ground.
Yeah, he seems like a guy. I don't know. Casey Kasem seemed more like a guy who flip a table and say, shut the fuck up. But he's probably the nicest guy in the world. Who knows?
No, he probably was. He
I
really
don't-
looked like it. So did Dick Clark. They really
both
seem
look
like
like-
just absolute great fellas,
Yeah,
much like ourselves.
that's right.
Look a little scruffy on the outside, but on
Yeah.
the inside, it's just freaking golden nougat, dude.
Oh, when we're done with this, I'm flipping a fucking table and I'm gonna eat a chicken nugget and throw it. Just throw
Half of it.
Half of it. Just throw it at someone's fucking head.
Don't
So
even,
it's
and
not-
that's a waste too. That's just how rebellious that is. That's a waste of a nug.
food waste.
Oof.
Disgraceful. Yeah.
Just
Oh.
prick move.
Just
total prick move.
Prick move. Yeah.
Total prick move. Blue Rats and cold right now. miltosmarathon, and I'm guessing on his name, Miltos, Miltos. So I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm not, then I'll say it right next show. The song is called Blue Rats. Soundman kills cold. We're up to Big Jim's wild card. This one is something else, and you're gonna dig it. It's Wayne Gillespie and Famous Blue Raincoat with Rob Grosser, and the song is called Bananas. I'm just gonna it's so good. Just check it out. It's Bananas.
Bananas.
Dude, it's so good. This is just exactly. This show has so many moments where I'm like, yep, this is where you hear this.
Funny cover?
There's no, this is a seriously amazing. Yeah, that's not funny. It's like really good to just check it out.
Because that was a bad song at Gwen Stefani back in 2000.
Terrible.
I hated it.
It felt like a lot of songs were coming out that were just, they were supposed to be terrible. And that was part of the funny, like anything by, Glorious, what's her name, what is it, Dead Air, what's her fucking name, dude? Shit, it's
Glorious.
Everybody knows right now and they're yelling it.
Gloria Rayner.
No, she was the same time as Bananas, but she was with Fergie.
Yeah.
See, man, I wasn't even close and you got it. Every song she did sounded like
garbage.
It's supposed to be bad.
And I saw her play live with Slash. Most amazing vocal performance I've ever seen. But
wow,
her fucking music sucks ass. I hate the Black Eyed Peas. I hate them.
It was all.
I hate her.
Do you remember them before her?
I didn't even know that existed.
They were like, dude, they were like Jurassic 5 and shit.
They
were like
badass.
really good. Yeah. And then they got her and they went all pop. But you know what? They made their money and maybe they're doing good things with it. So good for them. But yeah, her music was.
That's an assumption, motherfucker.
Her music, it is. Her music was about as bubblegum pop as you could possibly be. Same with Gwen Stefani when she put that shit out. It was, it was, you couldn't not listen to it because it was everywhere. But it was like there's good pop music out there.
Absolutely.
I mean any Michael Jackson song.
Blair and Steve Winwood and Michael Jackson. I'm not sitting here talking shit about pop music, but that's fucking, you're right. There's a
You
time.
give me a little Steve Winwood Finer Things. We're having a good night.
Valerie!
Oh, get out of here with Valerie. I can't even find a proper recording of Valerie.
It's hard.
It's all 80s recording. Or how about Back in the High Life?
Oh, shit.
That one will get you emotional if you don't watch it.
It went in.
Because it's good.
Yeah, it's great.
But we know, people know Sade.
Yeah, I mean that's
pop musician, but fucking genius level. Like the fucking. She's like the Albert Einstein of pop musicians.
Totally. Alicia Keys. She's doing her new thing right now. Huge. Amazing. Amazing shit.
Now we go back to what we were just saying. Fergie. See, that's as bubblegummy as it can be.
Yeah, hot garbage. Like Tiffany, where are you? Let's get her back in the fucking.
If ingested too much, you'll get diabetes from listening to too much of that shit. It's so sugary.
It's too sugary, bro. It is.
This track is just good. Check it out. Big Jim's Wild Card. Wayne Gillespie and Famous Blue Raincoat with Rob Grosser, Bananas.
That's a mouthful.
I know.
Wow.
It's worth it.
It
Give
better
me
be.
bananas and tomatoes too. You don't know what I like about you. Give me the fever. Give me bamboo. Give me paprika in my stew. But you don't know. You don't know what I like about you. It's all about you. I look into the mirror and all I see is you. I get upset. Just like you. Become entwined. Now I know what I like about you. It's all about you. Your medicine glass, a dram or two. It's all about you.
Big Jim's Wild Card, Wayne Gillespie and Famous Blue Raincoat, Bananas. Oh, and with Rob Grozer. I didn't put him in
awesome. The shit was worth it.
So worth it. So worth it. And now we are up to the part of the set list where we play tracks from bands that we've already played, but they're still new tracks. So we're playing them more. And they still like the push. As Within, So Without, Salvation, Drop, The Alibi. Oh, I forgot what this. How do you do this? I forgot this one. You hit stop.
All right.
All right. So this is the part of the set list where we play some tracks that we've already played on the show, but they're still new. So we're playing them to give you more exposure. Yeah. You and them. Everybody's being exposed in a good way. In a healthy way.
Yeah, not a sexually harassing way.
No, not in a tan raincoat sort of way.
Not in an R. Kelly going to jail for 30 years way.
R. Kelly, bad news, buddy. Bad news.
Yeah, son of a
Come
bitch.
on,
Fucked
dude.
up, bro. Come on. You idiot.
Come on. What are you doing? As Within, So Without, Salvation, Drop Top, Alibi, Dill Song. Then the Ratchet Dolls with Modern Mistake. Check them out.
My story is now come to an end. I've been beaten, broken, but will never bend. I'm still tired of fighting, too tired to walk. There has to be another way out. This way, I know I can't take it anymore. There needs to be another way, another way. I fought this battle alone forever. When I needed the most, no one ever showed. The flames are getting lighter, the city's falling. My anger is growing. I'll let the groove shine. I'm running with every step I take, looking up at the
Indulge, Modern Mistake, Drop Top Alibi with Dillsong, and As Within, So Without, Salvation. We got two more to close out this set list. Your favorite band name, Acid Claw, with Sleepwalker, and Owls and Aliens with These Vices. This is a pretty heavy set list, actually. It was a pretty heavy one.
You got Acid Claw in there. I'm fucking scared.
It's good, dude. Check them out.
Look at you, wonder what hell I put you through. And I see it all the I look at you, I wonder what hell has put you through. And I see it all the time, mapped out lingering in my mind. And these vices, they are here to stay. And that's okay, 'cause I'm losing anyway. And I look at you, wonder what hell has put you through. And I see it all the time, mapped out lingering in my mind. And yeah, these vices, they are here to stay. And that's okay, 'cause I'm losing anyway.
Dubs. You
Hey,
know what
now.
time? You know what time it is, though.
I do now.
It's interview time.
That's right.
This is the time in which we do something I like to call an interview. We have Arta here from Quinn the Brain, a Houston, Texas band. Arta, what would you say? I said when we were talking a minute ago there, I said like rock and roll, punk rock. You guys are just heavy. I don't want to put it in a box.
Yeah, it's really hard. So we always put a lot of dashes in there because we're like, we don't know. We're punk. We're this, we're that, we're grunge, whatever. Honestly, we take whatever people say. We're like, yes, that's usually the answer.
As long as it's good,
Yeah.
we'll take it. But it's very raw. And I said that earlier. And a lot of times when you're listening to music, it seems like there's not a lot of connection there. You know what I mean? And when I'm watching you guys, I can see that you connect with your audience and it's like, it would be if I went to one of your shows, it seems like it would be very freeing because you get everything out when you're on stage.
Very cathartic. You got it.
That's the word I was going for. Cathartic. So what influenced you?
At some point I was just like a huge music fan. I just went to a lot of shows, did all the things. And then at one point you just like want to take it to the next level. And so that's kind of where I was. I was like, I wanted to hear a certain type of music and I couldn't find it beyond like a few artists that I like. So I decided to just kind of like do it myself and just see what happened.
That's why I did the show.
Is it really?
Honest to God. All right. I swear to God, I was like sitting there one day driving down the road, pushing through the radio stations because I still like that. I like the style of radio. Yeah. So I was like pushing through and I'm like, I just didn't hear one fucking rock song. Not one. That can't be real. I mean, my favorite time in history is when it was like rap and rock were just all over the charts. It was so diverse and amazing. And I'm like, what happened to that? Is nobody listening to rock and roll anymore? So we started a show.
Well, I like it. I mean, that's exactly how it goes. And it ends up in like your hands kind of situation, instead of complaining, you're doing something about it. So
yes. You got to do something. Like, how much do you want to bang your head against the wall before you actually are like, you know what if I just start a show? It's not like I have a degree in broadcasting. Why don't I just start a show and do it? And with you feel it and then you do the music. So like what type of stuff, because it's heavy. Yeah, what type of stuff like makes you like, what type of stuff do you like to write about?
Honestly, I just kind of write about my own personal experiences. I guess I have like a lot of people, we get angry.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. And instead of just like, doing destructive things, I just kind of like internalize it and write it and try to bring it out in songs. And it helps me because I get triggered pretty easily. So yeah. It's probably why all of our stuff is more on like the darker side. Because it's not like, when I'm in a good mood, I'm not like, let's write a song. It's usually when I'm mad.
Anger is a gift.
Yeah, it sure is.
Rage Against the Machine. Anger is a gift. It is. It motivates like, man. And it comes through in the music that you're focusing on that. And that's good because I'm telling you, everybody can relate, whether it's a slow song or a heavy song. Like when I used to listen to like, Pantera and Biohazard. And back in the day, I'd be like, I can relate because I'm angry.
Right.
So it's good to know that they are too. Like Vulgar Display of Power changed I was just like, they got it. They got it.
That's like one of my favorite parts is when you kind of like, you feel like you understand whoever you're listening to. You're like, yeah, I get that. And to me, that's kind of like a magical moment that you have with, you don't know that person, but then you hear them talking about something that you relate to, and then you have that special moment. And I mean, it's really between just you, but like, that's what makes it like, cool. And you listen to it.
Yeah. So like all right, let's just get some random stuff. What was the favorite first album, or you can go CD. I usually say album because that kind of covers all three, and you can say cassette too, but I don't know why you'd have a cassette. But what was the first that you ever physically bought?
Oh,
and I don't care if it's embarrassing. That's cool because I'll
I'll tell you, but no, it is embarrassing. Like the first, I think it's either a cassette or a CD. It was one or the other. It wasn't vinyl. I know that was Bewitched. Like, yeah. Like your face, you're like, what? Like,
awesome. No, that's awesome.
Yeah. But to be fair, like, in the family that I grew up, like we didn't have a lot of money. So like, I was very behind the times as far as like, just buying stuff, we were like the last ones to get CDs or cassettes. Like, if it wasn't at Big Lots, I don't know if you know what that is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't selling there, I didn't have it. Like, because everything else was too expensive.
Yeah.
So,
when I first moved here, I lived if it wasn't for Big Lots in the 99-cent store.
Yeah. Like that was a thing. And unfortunately, that's where I got a lot of my music back then. It's just like, and I think you had to have a certain deal, because I remember other my friends would have albums. I was like, where did you get that? And they'd be like, Best Buy. And I'd be like, oh, I can't go there.
Not dealing with the Best Buy prices right now.
Yeah, they were just so high back then.
It was brutal.
Yeah, it was. I think like a CD was like $18.99, and back then that was like a lot of money.
Yeah, remember when they came in the big cardboard? Like they came in those cardboard things that they had to outlaw because they were like literally wiping out half the rainforest to just make like Duran Duran CDs. Like it was ridiculous. Like Duran Duran killed the rainforest.
The rectangle ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have like one album like that, maybe. And I think they're really cool because they're huge. They're like smaller than vinyl, but bigger than CD or cassette.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate cassettes, by the way. Like I am not a fan. They warp. They don't last well. Like, and I feel like I've been scarred from like rewinding. I could never rewind.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, I want to listen to that song again. Let me rewind. And then you end up in the next song and you're like, God, I just want.
And if you didn't have the auto stop, you were like, stop, go. Stop. No, I just got to get to the start. Stop, go. Stop, go.
I was stop, go.
You'd go insane. See, that's probably, you should write a song about that. That's angry. That'll be an angry fucking track right there called The Rewind.
I know. I couldn't believe cassettes like made a comeback. I was like, really?
That's what I was going to ask you. Have you guys ever released any music on any of the old?
No,
like vinyl,
they're so cheap though. Like cassettes, like to actually press on a cassette it's almost stupid. Like we kind of should. The only reason we haven't is because we only have an EP out. So I was like, is it really worth putting 4 songs on a cassette?
And let's be like serious, and honestly, like how many people, and I mean that, how many people that do you know that have a cassette player? I don't have one.
I have one, but like,
you do?
Yeah, I have all.
Where'd you get it?
It's from back in the day. Like,
oh, you have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a hoarder. Like I hoard music. So like I still have my CD players. I still have all the, I have vinyl like players. I have multiple. It's not even just one. I have multiple ones.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
One for every room because I'm crazy. And I was like, I want to hear music wherever I go. But no, but to be fair, a lot of people, I mean, actually a lot of my friends have them too, but they're reselling them. So now you can find them at like Walmart or Target. Like it's very like it's out there because of the popularity comeback. You know what I mean?
I wonder why it came back really. I mean, like analog sound is beautiful and like it is. You can tell the difference when you're listening to vinyl and everything. But like it's got to be, like you said, one of the most inconvenient ways. It warps. And like if it gets hot, it's over. Like if you leave one of those in your car, you're in Texas, we're in California, done.
Yeah. It's funny. My very first car was this beat up old Honda that only had a cassette player. So I have a very epic collection of cassettes and half of them are warped. Cause like you said, we live in Texas and like back then it gets so hot that the leather seats, cause of course I had leather, would burn your skin off, including and damage all your, music stuff. So I still have them too, but because like I said, I'm a hoarder. I can't get rid of anything.
Or a collector. Let's change that to collector.
You're right. It sounds better.
Because the stuff that you have at some point, someone might have been like, Arta's kind of a hoarder, but now it's collectibles again. See, so all you got to do is wait long enough and your hoard becomes a collection.
That is true. That is,
I've done it. I've done it. I'm speaking from experience. I wouldn't lie to you. There's a bunch of stuff that I have, including a CD player and an old school Kenwood receiver that I kept for so long that now people come over and they're like, wow, where'd you get that Kenwood receiver? I'm like, I don't know, like in 2000 or like, it was like 90 something. Like I've had it forever. I just don't throw stuff out.
Yeah, because why would you? You're like, I will eventually need to listen to this album and I would have to have something to listen on, you know. I have friends who are like, oh, I don't even own any physical album.
I know.
I'm on Spotify, and it blows my mind because I'm like, not everything's online. I know this.
No.
I'll go looking for stuff and I'm like, can't find it. And I was like, you know, and I don't want to be all like, oh, it's because I listen to obscure stuff. I don't. It's just like some people just haven't put it online because you have to physically do it yourself. And if that artist didn't do it, it's not fair. Like I literally just saw the other day that Kitty just posted Spit on Spotify. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, you know, you guys have been missing that because I had to go to YouTube. I mean, I have the album, but I was like, every once in a while, I'll like to do digital stuff because I get lazy. And it wasn't there for the longest time. And now it is, but it's because it was on them. They hadn't just put it up there. It wasn't on there yet, but now it is. So,
yeah, I have the CD of that, those, man, they fucking rip.
Ah, you know, that was like, I remember buying that album and the guy at the store was like, because I was young and he was like, really? And I was like, yes. And he was like, you're cool. And I was like, thanks, you know, as a kid. But like, yeah.
That's a huge compliment from the record store, dude.
Yeah, it is actually.
That's like seriously like, wow, you know?
Yeah, no, that was a thing. Yeah. Because if you work, first of all, if you even got a job there, that was already hard enough because everybody wanted to work at a record store. So getting a job there was hard enough. And then I think you had to know things. You couldn't just be a dummy, right? You have to. And then that was a thing I remember because I bought that and then I bought the most random thing at the time, which was funny enough. You remember a tattoo?
Oh, yeah, all the things I had running through my head, the Russian.
I bought that.
Yeah.
But that was before they blew up. I bought it based on, so I buy things based on album covers. I buy things blindly. I was like, oh, that's a kind of a cool, they're single at the time. So it was just them in like a schoolgirl outfit. And I was like, girls and covers singing, sold, give it to me. And then they ended up blowing up like what? Months later, and I was like, I have this. Like
that was right around the same time as Kitty too, wasn't it?
It was. That's why I brought them together.
That was quite a man. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, what year was like? Guess. What do you think year that was? 98.
See,
earlier?
That's when it came out. No, it had to be later. It had to be later.
2000.
It's probably in the 2000s.
But like, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like these two fucking kick-ass. Female, not female, it doesn't matter. Rock bands. Well, the tattoo was more electronica.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like it was diverse. It was like kind of weird, harder Russian electronica and hard rock. Kitty was hard. Like they were good, and they were like they're tough too. They're like they're no joke.
I know, and I'm so sad. I never have seen them live, and like you know, I was like, man, why? Like, how has that not happened?
Yeah, seriously. They got to do something in Texas.
I think they have, you know, I remember one time they came through and back in the day, they played somewhere really far, like really far. And I remember just being like, eventually, like maybe next time. And I regret, you know, I no longer do that. I don't do the next time thing because you never know. There is never a next time.
I know. I did it with AC/DC and then they started to die. See? I could have seen AC/DC back in the day and I was like, nah, I'll check them later. Well,
I've learned you just don't do that. Like
no, you don't mess with rock and roll.
It doesn't happen. Yeah.
You never know if there's going to be a next one with some of the rock people.
That is so
some of them are really hardcore. They don't just get it out through the music. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. That is the way to like therapy, man. You're an artist. Artists have to either create, and if they're not creating, sometimes they get pretty destructive. So you got to create.
Well, you're not wrong. Yeah,
I know. It's create or destroy. That's an artist because you're just, if you're not feeling the whatever joy of putting your art out there, you get upset because it really is great.
About that. That's actually a really good way of putting it. Cause I went backwards. I went destroy, create.
That's a good way to be.
Actually, it is because I got it all out of the way. So when people were like, so why did it take so long? I was like, because I was destroying a lot of stuff and now I'm different.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
because it's a creator or destroyer. That's how I label every art, because I've done it. So I know what you're talking about. I destroyed for a long time before I was like, you know what I like? Making people laugh, doing a radio show. I'm done doing things just because, like you said, you just destroyer. Sometimes you got to destroy. But what comes out of that is the art. And the art is what people remember. They don't remember you throwing a brick through an abandoned house window. They don't remember that.
Yeah, no.
They remember the bitchin' songs. So what do you guys got coming up next? You got the EP is out.
Yeah.
The video, let me get this up for the people. Wide open.
Open wide, yeah.
Open. Why did I say that back? What am I? I'm
okay.
Got a little dyslexic with you. I'm okay now. Open wide, and that's going to be that's out right now.
Uh-huh.
And we can play that song after the interview if you would like to. Did you send it to us? Did I already play it? I think I played one of yours.
I have no idea.
I played one of them. I forget we do one show a week and there's so many bitchin' new artists that I'm like I'm just, it's constant new music all
That's
the time.
That's a good problem to have. It
makes me so happy. I got to be honest with you. Like putting on the headphones and listening to you guys and these amazing rock bands, it really is very fulfilling because it's good to know that badass music's still out there and people are still taking it in. It's not all cookie cutter bullshit. There's actually real musicians out there slapping you in the face if you're in the front row, just getting there, getting just full on. I love it. So we'll play that then. If we haven't played it, we'll play it after the interview. Do you guys have any shows or anything coming up?
Yeah, we do. We're playing a show in 2 weeks, August 5th at Black Magic Social Club, which is this new venue that just opened on the east side. It's pretty awesome. And it's actually our, we had done this Long River Sessions showcase, or we did this Long River Sessions live show, I think December of last year. And it's those guys. They put on a show together. A lot of people have been on their like YouTube show. And so they put a show together of 5 bands that were on their show. And we're going to be playing on that showcase.
I love it.
That'll be pretty cool. Cause like, I've seen even though I haven't seen the other bands in real life, I've seen their episodes on YouTube. So I was already excited because I was like, oh, I know who they are. Like, that'll be cool to see, and I think we're headlining that show. So that'll be really fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. That's like the serious highlight.
Well, excellent.
Yeah,
excellent. And the EP's already out.
Yeah, it's been out. We've been working on a couple new singles, but like just things keep getting in the way, like as it does in life. Like we were supposed to go in this week to record, and then our poor bass player has COVID right now. So like,
you can't make any solid plans these days.
No, so that's what keeps happening. It's just like things like that. So we're hoping to have the next single out by October, which is our next tour. So we're doing like a little mini tour coming up too. And we're hoping it all comes out at the same time, but the way things are going, you never know. But like, I mean, it's going to happen,
Well, no matter what, we'll play the single when you get that out. Because you can always do the single.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to, I was like, my only goal is to get one song out. One. If I could just do the one, we can fix the other stuff later. You know what I mean? Let's just get the one. I'm ready for new music. We've been sitting on like a pile of songs for way too long. It's just that, COVID and everything and the world and this and XYZ has happened. So now like my focus after our last show, which will be in November, I'm actually, I'm taking us off the market for like 6 months at least. Cause I want to just like record and put new music out. And the thing is, I've learned recently is that I'm not the kind of person that can play shows and record and do this and do that. Like, I just can't. Like, I just need to like shut it down. So I told the guys after November, we're going to shut it down for like 6 months. We're going to write, we're going to record, and then we'll come back with vengeance. So that's the plan. Yeah.
No, because you got to hyper focus on one thing.
Yeah. I thought I could do it all, but I can't.
Yeah, but you know that about yourself, and that's what's important, because then you won't try to do it the other way and get all freaking flustered you know what I mean? It's too much.
Yeah,
you got to
that's
just
the problem.
focus.
Yeah, and I've learned, but it's been a slow learning game because no one ever tells you anything, right? You learn this all on your own, and everyone is completely different. So
Yep.
some people are like the superheroes, but we all have like regular jobs, so we also have to like do that as well. So if we were just musicians and we could do all of it together, but because we have like regular jobs on top of it, and family stuff, like we just can't. So
it's the struggle. It's the struggle of being a musician and why it's such an admirable thing to be, because you're like, that's exhausting. You have to make money and then you do your art, which you really love, but that's not making you money. But it will. That's the thing. The question isn't that it will make you money. It's just how much are you going to make? Because you guys are too good to never see any financial gain from it. Just that doesn't make any sense. So like, you know what I mean? It's just how much you're going to make. How far are you going to get? How big is it going to get? It's already big. We're doing an interview. You're already doing it.
Yeah.
So now it's just
rolling. So it's just like, let's just
how
see
big.
That's what I always say. Let's just see where this goes. Like that's my attitude towards everything. Let's just see. Like, I have very low expectations, which makes it, better. Cause I feel like, it's not like I'm gonna go home crying because something didn't happen. I'm just like, okay, well, I didn't expect any of this to happen. Honestly, the fact that I have a band and has been going for this long is amazing in itself. And I feel like a 15-year-old me would be like high-fiving myself because nice. Like, you did it.
That feels so good because it's the creator. That's creator mentality right there. Just let it go. Because it is. You created and now you just let it. I did like a thing. No one can see this, but I'm doing like a baby bird thing. Like it's just let it free. Arta, let it free.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's exact. I mean, it's funny too, because like recently I learned, I've been going through all these like transformations as far as like just learning things about myself. And I realized that, I guess I'm a little bit more of a perfectionist than I realized. I didn't think I was. And then I told my bandmates and a few other people, and everybody was like, you just figured this out? Like, you just realized this about yourself? And I was like, yeah, because I never thought anything we did was perfect. And they're like, are you kidding me? So yeah, now I'm like, okay, so I'm all about the let go mentality now too. Cause I'm like, you're right. Like, sometimes you sit on things and you're like, no, let's just.
And it's art. It's art. It organically finds its people too. It organically just honestly, it sounds so cheesy, but it's like the leaf in the breeze. Like it's just going to land where it lands. And the most important thing is that you put it out there, because there's so many people I know from doing this show that love what you do.
Yeah, no, and no, that's awesome. But like, you're right about that. Cause it's just like, there's billions of people on this planet. So someone is going to like your stuff.
Absolutely.
Like you're going to get like the haters, and then you're going to get the people who love you. And like, honestly, you're going to get both. Like it's inevitable. I welcome both sides. I'm like, we're here. It's cool. And, and that's basically all you can do. So I'm excited.
And it's enough.
People.
What you're doing is enough to stir emotions in the haters or the lovers. And that's art. That's art.
Well, I know. Anytime that we get any kind of like anything, I'm always like, well, you cared enough to comment. So like, whether you like it or not, you still got something out of this. Like it still made you do something. So that's pretty funny.
Thanks for calling in. Did you call in? We never say what we did. Thanks for videoing in.
Yeah.
It never sounds right.
No, doesn't it? Right. Yeah. No, Colin. Yeah. Sure. We'll go
think of something. We'll think of something. Next time you come on, we'll have a better one. Quinn the Brain, Open Wide, we're gonna play next.
It's all
right. So, you know, we're just talk about some stuff right now.
Because you're talking, you're not speaking.
Listen, let's talk about some stuff right now that you wanted. We want to talk about something that we really enjoy.
Yes.
So last night, Matt had already tried them. Last night, I went out with our producer, Dave Craze, and he got me one of them smash burgers.
That's right.
Where they smash that fucking burger down. Did you say that you know how they do it?
Yeah, I've watched this guy. He's the Burger Scholar on YouTube. I'm not giving him any props. He's a cool guy.
All right.
Well, the Burger Scholar. He's on like Munchies. I think it's like a First We Feast. The guy does hot ones. Well, there's another guy on that channel.
Okay.
So this guy, yeah, he explains where it's from. I forgot where it's from, but I've seen the guy. Like he actually smashes the shit out of the burger on a flat top grill.
And what do they use to smash it with?
It's like its own like. Some guys make their own, but it's like a spatula. It's like a heavy spatula. Some guys use a weight, like an actual grill weight so it leaves marks and stuff. Depends. I have one of those too, but it's like a grill. It's literally a griddle cooked burger that's literally smashed.
You know, when I had one, I looked at it and I'm like, kind of looks like an In-N-Out burger a little bit.
Yep, thin. Very
and
thin.
I took a bite of it, and what happens when they smash those sons of bitches?
Yep.
It's imperfect. So it's not like when you get your burgers, usually they're that perfect round patty style. This is like all like crazy edges.
Yeah.
So all those little edges don't cook evenly. They like get oil, deep fry flavor, crispy.
Yeah.
And then the burger is juicy. So that first bite, you're getting like this crispy oil with burger meat. It's unbelievable. It's so good. And the place I went to, I can't remember what it's called. Was it Goldberg's?
I think that's what you said. It was Goldberg's. Yeah.
It was in Los Feliz, and it was oh man. The sauce, I always have them put sauce on the side because they always overdo the sauce. I don't care where, if you're at Subway, they overdo the sauce. Anywhere they overdo the sauce. It's way too much fucking sauce.
They always do that. Always.
Gross. I don't want that much. I want to taste the food and then have the sauce enhance my food.
Totally.
Not I want to taste the sauce or I just get a spoon and eat Thousand Island.
So you didn't smash burgers. You went to a place called Goldberg's or something, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a place called Smash Burger.
I think that's what I gotta, we'd have to look it up. But the point is,
Yeah. I mean, there's
so
specific
good,
things.
and
Yeah.
the sauce was like a Thousand Island, but it didn't taste like Thousand Island. It was that color. It was like almost drippy. It was so good. It was all so good. That's my flavor analysis.
Yeah, totally. It's a good cheat day, dude.
Delicious.
Hey, burger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stomach wise, it's like putting a grease brick in your stomach.
Yeah, they're belly bumpers.
I pre-peptoed
Yeah, good.
because I knew it was I don't eat that much grease. I use the air fryer for everything.
That's
everything,
right. It's
dude.
a greaseless frying situation in your house. And I do the same thing, man. Like that's the best way to neutralize grease is to use an air fryer.
I hate that it became some sort of a trendy thing to use, but man, they're amazing.
They're great.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm making roasted carrots in there tonight with my dinner.
There you go. Yeah, I threw a whole chicken in there a couple months ago.
That's fun.
Insane. It was too moist. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. This is too
straight up like the grocery store chickens.
Yes.
Except for it's not, you didn't fall on the floor or anything, man. Sometimes the people work behind that meat counter freak me out. But.
No, exactly. Fran is sticking her hand up in there and doing some weird shit. I don't need that, Fran. I want to do it myself.
Looking at her iPhone, drops them on the floor for a minute, gives them a little blow off, puts it back on the spigot. It's fine. The heat will burn off any dirt.
Exactly.
Now, none of that has been proven. Fran is a great employee. We don't even know what the fuck Fran is. So I recommend them, but make sure if you eat one, you either have an iron stomach or you pre-pepto.
There's
something, whatever you need. I don't know, pick your poison.
Definitely belly bombers. I know they use 80-20, I think, usually. 80-20 is a ground beef with a lot of fat, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's like minced or chopped. And they usually with a burger like that, a smash burger, they just like flop it right on there. So it's like a fatty piece of meat. And it has to be because it singes, and they're really high heat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's really flat. So, and that's why.
Let's just look it up right now.
Let's do it. I tried to look for it, and the first thing that popped up was smash burger, which is very overrated.
Wait, in Los Feliz?
Yeah.
Oh, then that's what it was.
It probably was. Yeah.
That's what else would it be? That's what. So it's called smash burger in Los Feliz.
Well, specifically smash burger. Yeah, it's like it's a style, but I think that place is the most famous place. It's like having a White Castle slider. Everyone does a slider, but that's where the slider comes from is White Castle.
Those are good.
And they're amazing.
They're still good.
So good. But, everyone took that whole notion, like the idea of the slider, and they made it their own. But that's the OG, So it's the same type of thing. Flat griddle, grill the burger, slam it down, put it on a really quick cook. You know what I mean?
So if you're thinking about going out and getting yourself some sort of a, just like you want, like you're in one of those nights where you're like, kind of want that middle grade deliciousness. Like I don't want anything fancy, but I don't want any Del Taco.
Yeah, I don't want some duck confit. I just want like a middle grade burger.
Get it. However, I probably would take a fat burger over it.
Interesting. See,
I don't know if anybody would agree with me on that because of the toppings.
Yep.
And the fat burger is huge.
A lot of Californians would agree with you.
I know. I really like fat burger.
It's good. It is good. I'm not going to sit here and be like In-N-Out's better because they're both, to me,
I got to say the same thing. And that's why you were not from here. We've never had to actually pick. But I would agree. I would take either one of them. And I think they're both absolutely delicious in their own way.
Absolutely.
I like that you can make a crazy ass burger at Fat Burger.
Yeah.
And I used to like put egg on it and stuff, and it was really good.
That's fun.
But I also like just a regular In-N-Out burger.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just want a fucking OG, nothing, no frills.
Yep. And usually when I go to In-N-Out Burger, I get just two burgers. I don't even bother with fries and shit.
Yeah.
The burger.
I know people hate the In-N-Out fries. I'm like, whoa.
They're not very good.
They're weird.
And they don't stay hot at all.
They completely lose heat. You're right.
They have no reheat value. Like
It's crazy.
if we did like a thing of like the different fast food places and what the reheat value on their, like, like a video game, like replay value, like reheat value,
Yeah.
they'd be like lowest. Maybe
Lowest.
McDonald's would be a little lower because, but they have fake crispy stuff on theirs.
They used to use tallow, why they were so addictive, because the actual beef tallow was in there, and it's like it's worse than MSG. It's worse than anything on the planet. It's so bad for you. That's why.
No kidding.
Yeah, they had to stop using it.
Hmm.
It's using beef fat.
Sounds good though.
No, it was. They were great. That's when Mickey D's. I mean, when we were kids, was
Don't eat just beef fat. That's my PSA.
Yeah. Tallow.
It'll make you sweat.
It will.
Check them out. Try one. Matt and I both agree. Delicious.
Yeah, if you're, there's specific places out there. Like, the North has Freddy's. We have Smash Burger. Other places too.
So give it a floor run if you've never tried one. Episode 336. It's time for the top fucking 10. I said it that time for you, bud.
Fuck yeah. Fuck. Yeah,
Top fucking
good.
10.
It sounds good when you say it. You say the F word, pretty cool. So.
It's kind of, I say it way too much. I figure I say it enough because I use it like punctuation. So I figure I say it enough where it really doesn't bother you after a while. It might be a little bit grating at the start, but then after a while you get used to it.
Sure.
I unless I'm around my mother, I just say it a lot.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a good
Top fucking 10. Coming in at number 10 from last week's show, we also interviewed them, which may have helped push the song. I don't know. Against the Sun with Undone is coming in at number 10. Number 9, Bone Rust. Number 8, Crying Club, Bad Day to Be a Zebra. Number 7, Jack Mystery with Mascara. Number 6, E. Molina with The Night We Almost Got Sober. Number 5, Michael 4 Days, Turn and Fall. Number 4, Garlic Rooster, Paranoid Ambitions. Number 3, Carly Jewel with Trouble We Are. Number 2, this is always a fun thing to do my radio voice more in. 2, The Stolen Moans, Poo Num 2. And 1, The Psychos of Soul, Again, Like You Used to. That is your top fucking 10 for episode 336 and the end of the show. Until next week, we had a good, amazing set list, nice and heavy, a little bit heavier, more of a workout set list. Kick-ass interview with Arta from Quinn the Brain. And here's your top 10. We'll be back next week with more brand spanking new rock and fucking roll. And I'm Dio.
Matt.
Outlaws of Rock, Tully Dio Show. Big beers. Drink them up, everybody. Have a great weekend.
for me, for me, for me, for me, for me. The zebra senses something's wrong, looks over his back. All he sees is stripes of his old black hair, white, and a patch of tall grass swaying in the wind. He missed the lioness, obscured by grass he sees too late. When the zebra sees her, it's too late. She jumps out and he's on his back and she's got his neck. Tripped out inside of her mouth, a ruthless death with foolish wit, unless she saw well going on his head. Looking for shade in the bog of trees. She sets herself up, this time amongst the clay. Patience perfected, breath outweighs. His ears are tingling now. What is coming can't be the wind, but he looks the wrong way. Opens a blind eye, condemns himself, submits his flesh for taste. Bad day to be a zebra. some of that heroin high where I get real numb and I touch the sky and I'm at it, I'm at it again. Give me some of that rock and roll where I rush real hard 'cause I lose my soul and I'm at it, I'm at it again. Trouble in me, trouble in you, trouble we are. Trouble in me, trouble in you, trouble we are. You and I living on the dangerous side. Trouble in me, trouble in Make